Hello everyone, Candy Cooper here with this week's Lessons Learned from the Animals. No, this isn't an old video. You see my hair is long again, but that is the amazing world of hair extensions. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, I want to talk to you about a case I had last week. Now, I have never experienced this before. I get a lot of clients where they're integrating a new dog into the family or a cat or any kind of animal, which always changes the dynamic of the group. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse, sometimes it's the same. Usually, most of my human clients are worried about, like, if they have an infant or a small child, how the pet is going to react to the baby. Well, last week I met with a wonderful dog, and his human was kind of hinting, his caretaker, something was going on. He's telling me he's very scared. He's had them several months now. The dog cowers. And is there something in the house bothering him? Now, once in a while when I get asked that question, people are maybe shooting for some type of entity, spirit, vibration. I don't want to get too out there in the purple zone, but you know that's where I live, in the drift. And sometimes it is. But once we got talking, he told me that his human brother, the owner's son, was quite jealous of his relationship with the dad. So in my conscious mind, I'm assuming it's a little child, but no, this boy is in his 20s. So how do you like that? And he was thinking the dog said bad thoughts about him, about the dog. Wishing he wasn't there. Why did they ever bring him home? He wished he would run away. He never hit him, but he did raise his hand and his voice to him. And to my surprise, because I always speak the truth, this was very difficult for me to say to the human owner, the dad. He just said, like as if he agreed. Or he had some inclination that something like this was going on. Because the dog is very happy with everybody else in the family, but very afraid of the son. So when the son would be around, he would cower and hide. And this is a big dog, so he should not usually be afraid of, his cohabitants in the house. Well, now that we got down to the bottom of that story, the father told me that he was going to have a very serious talk with his son. And kudos to the dad, because how do you tell your son that the dog knows that he doesn't like him and there might be competition, jealousy issues between the dog and the human son? So again, high marks for the human caretaker that is going to take care of this on his own. I'm sure the dog will be fine once the son gets in line and clears his mind of all these negative thoughts. So just when you think you know it all, you don't know anything at all. That is my lesson learned for this week. And please, if you get a chance, follow me on Substack. You can subscribe for free. If you'd like to donate, that's fine. It goes towards my rescue horses. But if not, it will always be free because I'm not going to be posting too much on the other platforms. Like I said before, it's just too overwhelming. Okay, so that's all for today. Have a beautiful evening and peace and love till next week. Bye-bye.